Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. Today we got a bit of a new one for you. We're going to be taking a look at 4 different accounts: my mini, my main, Dirk's mini, and his main account, to show you the differences between spending $40, $400, $1,200, and $12,000 in the Easter event, what that got us on these different accounts, so you guys can expect what you can get when you spend that dollar amount too. If you guys like this content, find it useful in any way, or just like seeing Dirk and I come up with some new ideas and some collabs here, please leave a like, drop a comment, and let us know. Now let's jump into this. So starting off on my mini account, I only spent about $40 on the Easter event. I bought the pass. So the pass that you get the very start of the week is $25. The absolute best value, bang for your buck for the week. Get the pass. That's going to give you so many of the tokens you need for spinning the wheel. It's going to give you some other items. And it's just the best thing to pick up. And on top of that, if you wanted to buy the $1 and $2 packs every day, those are also going to be the best value. So just from picking up the pass and a couple of the $1 and $2 packs a few days here and there, I was able to get over 500 of the tickets for the week. I turned around and used that to buy 1,000 decoration components so that I could come in here and level up a bunch of my holiday decorations. So I got my Lovely Bears, got this one up to 3 so I can get my skill damage. I worked on the tree here, got my crit damage up. And I believe I was working on, oh yes, this statue here. I got this up, and I was working on this guy here. So I already had some levels in these. So I took the 3,000 components that I got and worked on getting these guys upgraded. While it's not as amazing as a base skin, this did give me a pretty big jump in power. I'm now at 5 million power out of my decorations. I got 3% crit damage, I got the skill damage, and I got 1% crit or damage reduction. So I have a pretty good mix of those 3 items, and that's really what you're shooting for in the holiday decorations. These decorations, the 2025, this is probably one of the best ones if you wanted to open this up and level this up, because it gives you a pretty good stat bonus as well as the damage reduction. So that's a really good one to go for. Same thing, the Lovely Bears. This is a pretty good one. It does give you a decent amount of HP. But it's nice to have that combination of attack with the damage reduction, so you're getting kind of best of both worlds with these. And because of that, I was able to get this squad up to just under 17 million. I believe I jumped about a 500,000 in squad power on this first team, just from those decorations, all the power that I got from that. And then overall total hero power jumped up a decent amount. So for 40 bucks, I got a lot of power out of this team. I'm able to do more damage to the world boss because of the crit and the skill damage. But then I got the damage reduction, which is just overall good for your team for PvP and other aspects of the game. And then as a bonus, I did get some resources, some speed up, some gems, and some other goodies out of the event. So that's all just kind of the icing on the cake. The big thing for this account was just the decorations. All right, with that, let's jump over to the main account. All right, so over on the main account, I got about $400 into the Easter event. There was a little bit extra in there because I had bought, the other weekly pass and things that were going on, but about $400 or maybe even just slightly less on the Easter event itself. And what did that get me? Man, I absolutely high rolled. I was so excited. I didn't pull the 1,000 tickets out of the chest, but I got 350 out of the lucky wheel when I got 3 box selections.
I think so. I don't know. God, come
okay,
on.
I got a new top right.
We need that,
top
we need
right.
That 200, Shocka. We need that 200. Make it happen. Yes, you got it.
And that gave me what I needed to get up and get my base skin. So that was pretty cool. Was able to get that fairly early in the week, which meant I had time to save up and pick up the base special effect. It was a selection box, so I went ahead and picked up this one here, the Spooky Pumpkin. Hadn't had that one unlocked yet. I feel like this one does go fairly well with a fair amount of base skins in the game right now, including going to, say, this one here. I feel like that just adds a little bit more because the effect on this one just really is minimal, a few bats that pop up. So this with that base skin looked pretty good. Now jumping over to my decorations, I did pick up a round of the decor components, or sorry, 2 rounds. I picked up 2 rounds of the decor components. I am now pretty much maxed as far as getting all of my decorations up to level 3, all the holiday decorations up to level 3, as you can see here. Which means I am now at 15.5, working my way to 16 million total decor power. This is really the slow grind, because when you get things to level 3, you get the big stat increase, but it doesn't take as much to get to level 3 as it does to get from 3 to 4. So you can go from 1 to 2 to 3 for a fraction of what it takes you to get all the way up from 3 to 4. It takes 18 of the decorations to get it from 3 to 4. So now this is going to be that slow grind to get things up to level 4. And again, you get minimal increases. While the attack doubles here, I'm only getting 0.5% increase to the crit damage. So it's not something that you want to sit there and rush, get something to level 4, get it to level 5, spread it out, get a bunch of level 3s. That's where you get the big increase from those stat increases. That's where you get the big stat increases like the crit damage, the skill damage, and the damage reduction that are significant. And then on top of it, I got a few other things in there. I picked out some ore. But the big things were, I got the base skin for the Easter event. I got a selection chest for the base effect. And then, the decor components, which that was really all there was in the shop. Other than that, it was just, some drone data, the legendary shards, or things like that. Nothing significant. Unfortunately, there wasn't any blueprints. But overall, I did get a ton of power from the base skin and some other stuff. I jumped up a few million total hero power just from all those different things that I did. Would I say it was 10 times the value of what I got on the mini account? Yeah, I would certainly say so, just because, one, I do have a lot more power in my teams because they're all leveled up versus my baby account, it isn't. But long term, really the only thing that I got that's different is going to be the base and the base effect. And I wouldn't say that's worth 10 times the cost, but it's pretty close to it. Because I did get a lot more out of the other events tied to this. Obviously, when you spend more, you're going to get more of those like bonus gifts wrapped up in it. So I did get a lot of stuff out of that as well. And now with that, I'm going to wrap up my bit, and we're going to send this over to Dirk. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.